Welcome to part 149, and today we're going to finally do away with the Fang Clan. So let's get started.
Had the North Star decreed this fate? Yuria, once the woman of Kenshiro's heart. Shin, his friend and rival, both in battle and in love. With both of them now gone from his life, only Bat and Rin could offer Kenshiro solace. And through their countless battles together, he came to love them like family. Eventually, they encountered a village somehow flourishing amidst the chaos. But peril was not far off. The marauding Fang Clan had the village in their sights. Kenshiro set out to eliminate the threat, his new allies in tow. Mamiya, the village leader who bore a striking resemblance to Yuria. Rei, a practitioner of Nanto Seiken, just as Shin was. Their paths crossed beneath the glimmering North Star.
Well, I suppose I could find some use for you as a bodyguard for hire.
Rei is my name. You do well to remember it.
Chapter 3. The Stench of Death.
Brace yourself, folks, because this is going to be a long part due to the fact that there's a lot of cutscenes in this chapter, and not to mention, I actually put in certain alternate battles for Rei and alternate battles for Mamiya. Seeing as how Mamiya only shares the same boss with Kenshiro and Rei, however, Rei has 2 fights he shares with Kenshiro, so that also is the reason why this part is long. And it doesn't really have anything to do with my Meridian chart. But since we're on the subject of that, there also is a portion of the Meridian chart known as Wisdoms. Wisdoms is something that you can add onto your skill that will give added effects to characters who normally do not have that type of skill. Like, for instance, Kenshiro could have learned Nanto Wisdom, but I chose not to. However, Mamiya knows Hokuto Wisdom because I unlocked it on her Meridian chart. But nonetheless, we're about to get into yet another cutscene as well, so I'll shut up for this, okay? I'll see you back when the cutscene's over.
Another innocent victim. The blood of another of our brethren has been spilt. But, come what may, we must go on fighting to keep this village safe. To do anything else would be to dishonor the dead.
We're with you, Lady Mamiya, until the very last.
We'll do anything you ask, my lady.
Now, my people, we prepare for battle!
Two men will get the job done quicker than one.
I'm going with you. I don't care what you two think. I am responsible for this village. And besides, someone has to make sure you won't run away. I'm coming.
You'll die.
I don't care. This
I
place
might
makes my
want to
skin
point out
crawl.
something that Mamiya and
already
Rei
in territory.
cannot die
Stay
throughout
alert.
this mission. So if anything happens to them, the mission is automatically failed. Well, at least until you have to face Rei. Because you will ask Kenshiro later on in the level.
They're no ordinary
So,
bodyguards.
just for the fact that they didn't mention that Rei and Mamiya has to be safe, or they cannot die,
Ray, what is it that
is
drives you to
kind of a
fight?
screwed up thing. But here's the thing though. Rei and Mamiya are immune to the Fang Clan's attacks.
Sister Airi, I must go on.
However, they aren't immune to explosions. So be careful when you're traveling with Mamiya and Rei. Because your attacks are not going to do much. The Fang Clan's attacks aren't going to do much. But however, if you blow them up, which you can actually, believe it or not, you will fail the mission if you do just too much damage to them. Thankfully, there's only enough explosive barrels to do just a minuscule amount of damage. And as you can see here, the mook that I'm about to toss into this nearby wall is suffering from Meridian Shock. That wasn't from Rei nor me. That was from Mamiya, due to the fact that I've equipped Hokuto Wisdom onto her, meaning she's able to
Mamiya and I will look for their
use side effects. Well, actually, it's also due to her skill as well. Her skill is the reason why the mooks are paralyzed with Meridian Shock. But Hokuto Wisdom will also have it to where she can make enemies, when she finishes them off, explode like Kenshiro normally does. And also Rao. However, Jagi can do that naturally. So, yeah. Anyway, this place is littered with ambushes and traps. So don't be surprised if you get caught into them, because that's all scripted. It's how fast you get out of those traps that's the actual kicker.
Fresh meat!
Screw you! In this one, you just have to kill all the Fang Clan members to get out of the ambushed area. This area here is a perfect place for you to gain a lot of experience points. Just make sure you get all the scrolls. Just make sure you get as many Fang Clan members as you possibly can, because these guys actually give off a lot of karma points, even without skills. But one thing you also need to know, what's it that I was trying to say? Oh yeah, if you're planning on doing this with Mamiya, Mamiya cannot lift items. Again, I cannot stress this enough. She is relatively weak as far as picking up things is concerned. Though that's not really a bad thing per se, and I didn't say that to be insensitive. I'm saying that because of the fact that all the advantages that most of the male characters have, Mamiya does not as far as for lifting things. However, she makes up for that by being a very good sniper, by using the right bumper. Thing is, that's probably the only thing that's powerful on her, because even Jagi can pull that off. Nonetheless, this guy is leading you to a spear trap. This one, you're gonna have to be incredibly fast. Well, both of them you do, but this one is not as bad as the first one. No, the second one, sorry. This one, you have to make sure that you outrun these spears and not get killed. And as for the villagers here in this particular section, save them. Save them if you're trying to get all 7 mission bonuses. Why? Because these lingering civilians will end up showing up later on in a different part of this level, where you will have to save the villagers, and if you let a couple of these villagers die, they will not be reunited with the villagers that you run into in that section. That will be a lot of Fang Clan members versus a lot of villagers. And as you can see here, I had easily bypassed the rocks that was thrown at me, and once I did that, it's smooth sailing from here on in. I want you to bear in mind one thing. The rocks hurt. However, they hit harder when they're on the toughest difficulty of the game. And speaking of hitting hard,
We bite deep and we
now
don't let go.
I'm gonna have to kill off most of these guys in order for me to get, no, all of these guys in order for me to get through, even though it's most of them. And technically, the only thing you can kill is up to 50. Now, here's the gist about this particular area of the stage. You need to kill at least 50 to proceed. I just said that. But if you kill more than 50, depending on how much more than 50 you kill, you either get a slinky officer or a fat officer. And with Heart's demise, fat officers are going to be more common starting this stage. However, time also plays a factor in that as well. So if you can kill off 50 of the goons fast enough, then you won't get the fat guy, nor you won't get the skinny guy. You'll just pass through. But mind you of several things. Mamiya will have the harder time of the three due to these enemies. Yes, that's what I meant to say, the enemies. Where Rei and Kenshiro can easily throw explosive drums and thin the herd, Mamiya cannot. She'll have to lure them to her in order to blow them up from afar. And these pillars I'm knocking down, or crow's nests if you will, if I destroy them, then Fang Clan will die. And each of those posts have 4 Fang Clan members apiece. So that's 8 more that's going towards the cost of killing 50 mooks. And as it stands, I only managed to kill off 16 so far. But it also, but not only does it depend on how many you kill, it also depends on time. And if time is expired due to the slacking off or the craziness or whatever that you're doing at that point in time, you're just going to kill off 50 guys and just go on your merry way. But if you really want either Harbinger or Death or all of the seals, bonuses, sorry, all of the bonuses acquired, then you're gonna have to fight very fast, and you're gonna have to kill off a lot of soldiers. And with that, we are done with the ambush that the Fang Clan has us in here for. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry for the delay here. Now we're going to go through a different, the same area, but no, we're not going to the same area. What I'm trying to say is, now we're going to go up, because some of the Fang Clan members, they are, how should I put this?
For what you did to us.
Oh, God damn it! What was I saying? The Fang Clan members put barrels. That's what I meant to say. They are now trying to pull out all the stops to keep you from reaching Boss Fang. And there was another way that I was trying to say before I zone out there, and I apologize for that. That this is the right way to go, but there was another way that would have led to you having to face like 20 some odd Fang Clan members and protect the villagers. If you saved those villagers back there, you would have been able to have more villagers to work with and easily took that mission objective bonus. Now then, after getting humiliated by these mooks, I'm just going to kill them all for the sake of killing them all. Let's just pick up some health. No, not health. Spirit, sorry. Health was way back there not too long ago.
Then I'll just have to rip it in two!
Oh, and there's that other saying, too.
And you don't deserve it.
But nonetheless, we're about to come to an area where we're gonna have to stop. Because I split up the playthrough just in case.
Heidi! You're alive!
Ray? Is that really you? If I had known I'd see you again, I would never have given up my sight.
What?
Where are you, brother? Just hold me.
I'm coming! Hold on!
Your lovely little sister is mine, to do whatever I want with.
Just don't kill Irie! Please! If you swear not to hurt her, I'll do anything!
Really? In that case, that man of Hokuto, kill him! Hokuto and Nanto are as two sides of the same coin. If they fight, neither will win.
Alright, now the splitting of this playthrough. You bet you're wondering why is Ray here and not Kenshiro. You see, both Kenshiro and Ray has the same fight. The difference is, Ray can abuse Kenshiro's speed problems. And also can abuse not only all of his signature moves, seeing as how all of his signature moves are between 1 and 2, with the highest one being 2. You can also abuse Spirit Shock as well. But you gotta make sure the cues appear. Kenshiro will keep you from using signature moves, and that's the only buff that you have to worry about, as you can see here. No, but you're in the middle of that. You just gotta be careful when it comes down to... Wow, I did not see that coming. Kenshiro has his projectiles, as you can wholeheartedly see. And keep in mind, just stay away from Kenshiro if you do lose your ability to use signatures. And also be careful too, because Kenshiro will sometimes poison you. That is the main thing you do not want. If Kenshiro poisons you, then you are royally screwed. Because that is a lot of health he'll be taking from you. Now then, on to the real fight. Unlike Ray, Kenshiro is absolutely slow. However, Kenshiro has the power to back it up. And right there is one of those reasons why he's more powerful than Ray. So you just gotta be careful as far as for Ray is concerned. When Ray comes to a point where he'll start using, start raising his spirit, any of his Nanto Sui Shokin attacks can inflict some serious damage on you, like preventing you from using any of your signatures. Oh, snap! And also, there's the, damn, right there. Like I just said, he also can reduce your attack as well, even your defense. So you've got to be careful when Ray's in spirit mode. But nonetheless, Ray's an easy fight due to the fact that his defenses is lower than Kenshiro. And likewise with Kenshiro, because Ray is faster than Kenshiro. So that should help.
You will need something special if you wish to defeat me.
I know that stance. The secret Hokuto stance of Seikyokurin.
You know the name of it. Then you must know what it means.
Nanto, Kohairyu! Hokuto, Ryugekiko!
Neither can win.
Just as I planned. Looks like I was far too smart for the both of you.
Ray!
Boss! It's okay! They're dead for sure! They ain't got no poles! Or nothing!
They're yours. Chop them into little pieces. And avenge your fallen brothers! All right, my sons. To finish, you can kill this worthless woman.
Boss! They...
The Seikyokurin stance was a secret signal to press each other's vital points and simulate death.
You were destined to lose before you even started.
Alright, here we go.
Go, my sons.
It doesn't matter how
Buy me some time.
quick you... Actually, it does matter how quick you beat Ray and Kenshiro. Because the fat enemy or the skinny enemy will appear depending on how fast you defeat Ray and Kenshiro. Well, Ray and or Kenshiro.
And you don't deserve it.
I bet you're wondering, where's Mamiya in all this? Well, see, here's the thing. Ray and Kenshiro actually passed up a shortcut. I'm going to show you that in just a few minutes. All Mamiya has to do is take her shortcut, take her path, and that's it. She doesn't have to fight Ray nor Kenshiro.
What would you do if you discovered that I had 7 scars on my
In fact,
chest?
give me a second,
Even
I'll
if you
show you where
yourself
that
told me You were
is.
the one who kidnapped Airi. I wouldn't believe it. I know that much
The
about you.
scroll? And there's also another scroll in the nearby vicinity. That is where Mamiya would actually crawl through, and Ray would jump over, too. In fact, it is right here. When Mamiya comes through that hole right there, because she has the ability to bend down and crawl into holes that the larger guys cannot. She just does not have to fight Rei nor Kenshiro. However, she does have to fight Boss Fang. And if I had 6 mission bonuses right now, the last mission bonus is an ambush. Again. Only there's going to be rocks, a couple of fat enemies, and lots of Fang Clan members. Until then, we've got Boss Fang.
You're wasting your time with those puny little fists.
Alright. The giant enemies. This is going to be the start of giant enemies appearing on stage. Pick up a steel girder. That's what's going to hurt the giant enemies. If not, they're just like fat enemies. Continuously make an attack on these guys until finally you break their armor, and then you can just deliver all sorts of damage if you can. That also goes for the specials that aren't Mamiya. But it definitely goes for the Nanto characters. Again, due to the speed of some of the Nanto characters. Oh, and by the way, this is a great way to get rid of the Fang Clan and keep them from being annoying. Provided you unlock this in your Meridian chart. If you've got a super signature move ready, then these guys should not be a problem.
My body is as indestructible as steel.
Yeah, I'm gonna test that theory on that. But first, let's find something to whip your ass with. Bludgeon time! This is the best way to beat Boss Fang. Oh, and by the way, Boss Fang turns metal in order for him to raise his defense. And when he does, grabbing him is near impossible, and striking him with your fist will reduce, well, it's basically reduced damage to him when he's steel. Even hitting him with a girder reduces its own damage. No, it's reduced when he's in a steel state. But nonetheless, this guy is dead. So that's, believe it or not, Kenshiro's portion of this mission.
Man in a helmet.
And with that, we get clues that Jagi literally is responsible for Rei's sister's kidnapping and the slaughtering of Rei's family. Now, before we call ourselves bidding adieu, we've got 2 more people to deal with. Their boss strategies is a lot different than Kenshiro. Okay, almost a lot different than Kenshiro's.
You are already dead.
But Kenshiro is done for now. Oh, don't worry. Next episode, it's all Kenshiro. Trust me. Now, we go to Rei.
Whatever is against me.
Rei doesn't really have to worry too much about being on the defensive with a steel girder like Kenshiro. Keep in mind, Spirit Shock. It works on giant enemies, so Nanto characters have the upper hand on huge characters like Boss Fang. And if you have super signature moves like Rei's, try to counter super signature with super signature. You can at least risk that with Nanto characters. You can't with Hokuto, nor can you risk it with Mamiya and Jagi.
The terrible wrath of the Fang Clan.
And once again, we're going to be dealing with the Fang Clan. Oh, by the way, almost forgot. Harbinger of Death brings out extra attacks to some enemies. His is a lot different. because he'll also bring in enemies that throws rocks. If you've successfully gotten Harbinger of Death. Whereas everybody else would just have a high defense buff and a high attack buff. That's all Harbinger of Death does. If it was just only that, I would actually be gunning for it. But since it's not, and it has a lot to do with the button command finisher, then I don't go for it. That's basically all there is to it. Anyway, as for Ray, just do what you do best when it comes down to the minions. Now, for Boss Fang, just pick up the Steel Girder and beat him senseless. I mean, yeah, Ray can risk it, but it's best that you don't want to. Oh, and by the way, be careful if Boss Fang is in spirit mode. He does a Mike Hadgar type Pile Driver onto his hapless foes if he activates his signature move. Now let's grab something to bludgeon him with. Alright, one more shot and this should do. And booyah! That is the end of Ray's playthrough, and now it's time for Mamiya. Unlike Ray and Kenshiro, Mamiya has the one thing that these two don't, and that is the ability to aim. Mind you, this is the first battle in Mamiya's playthrough, and the first battle, she has to deal with a boss that is pretty damn powerful. And these big enemies literally can deal a lot of damage to Mamiya if she's not careful. And too bad her moveset overall is weak. Otherwise, she would have been a very good player to go up front and close with. And when it comes down to Boss Fang, there's no explosive barrels that you can hide behind, or at least lure him to blow him up. Now then, you'll just have to use your super signature moves in order for you to do a lot of damage, because her actual signature moves, they suck. All of them. Even the yo-yo. I'm not even gonna lie to you. All she has is a well-placed groin kick, which the enemy can block. Or a well-placed kick to the face, which the enemy can block. They're basically all of their moves is basically grapple. That's the main focus of why Mamiya sucks. Just sit back and hit the enemy with your charged up crossbow, and you will be fine. So, just a little bit more and Boss Fang should be dead. Now, in case you're wondering if I know a weakness for this guy, no I don't. But nonetheless, we are done here with this episode. In the next episode, we are going to go to Jagi and finally do away with him for all of the horrible things he's done. This is RVMan 985. See you guys in episode 150 for my least favorite stage in the game. Take care.